Hello everyone and welcome back to Passion Sundays, the best way to end the week and start another. Our guest today is phenomenally passionate about social media, particularly about Snapchat. And she took that passion and turned it into an agency that's helping companies penetrate that platform. Virginia, thank you very much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's an interesting passion recent passion to be converted into a business. Tell me a little bit earlier before that, how did you end up doing what you're doing?
Yeah, well, 10 years ago, I started on the platform YouTube, creating videos about my life. So daily vlogs from, my entire journey after high school, moving from Austria to Australia, starting a completely new life, creating silly dance videos, and whatever it was that was inspiring me about life. So video content creation has always been the way that I express myself. I'm also a huge writer, so any creative outlet for me is just amazing, but it was never a business. So as YouTube, I never got a lot of subscribers. It never came into anything. I ended up studying sociology and English literature, but then going the corporate route. So I worked for Apple and then Oracle for 5 years in corporate IT. And now I've been able to convert my passion, which is video content creation, into a company that's very successful.
Interesting. So basically it wasn't about Snapchat. It was about the fact that you were just doing videos that you loved and somehow the right media platform emerged.
100%, yes.
Amazing. So just pursue whatever passion it is at that moment.
Yeah, it really took a long time. Like in the end, this is always what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a creator. I wanted to be on video. I wanted to tell stories. I wanted to challenge myself, cinematically. And yeah, when I heard about Snapchat and I started actually analyzing the platform 2 years ago, I saw that it would be, changing the market today.
And how tough was that journey?
Whew. It was, I moved out when I was 16, so I've always kind of fought for myself. So from a financial perspective, I never had a lot of freedom to, buy equipment. So my first job that I had, handing out magazines at a conference kind of like this, my money went towards getting a Canon Ixus. So I was able to create my vlogs and everything. And yeah, especially if you don't have the resources, kind of continuing that or going out and being an artist or being a filmmaker, I never had the money to study that. So, it was a long time until I could establish myself and create that content, but it's a lot of just persistence. I think like passion and persistence go in one word. Like you have to keep at it. And if it's something that you really love, and if you truly love it, if not, you don't just say, oh yeah, this is what I like, or this is what I'm passionate about, but it's truly ingrained into your veins, then you will continue and it will convert eventually for you when the time is right. And also when you're ready. Because back then, frankly, 10 years ago, I didn't have the skills that I had now. I didn't have the confidence that I have now. I didn't have the personality. So I had to go that way of growth, of failing, of bankruptcy, of just having to try over and over again and creating content that was bad until I could reach this level to look at something and say, well, I've kind of done it.
And how did you find passion when times were going tough?
A lot. I think I found a lot of solace in, honestly, Harry Potter.
Okay. Everybody finds it their own way.
Yeah. So I listen to a lot of Harry Potter audiobooks, and I think what that is just literature, also relating to people. I think Harry Potter specifically because he was a child, that was magical, that had a really difficult life. So when I was a teenager and I was growing up, I related to that and then found that there was hope in terms of you can have 10 terrible years and that change your entire life change around, and specifically always pushing yourself and constantly trying to to create change and make yourself better. And so I guess I found my inspiration in that. And it was just like a daily thing. I think I've listened to the audiobooks 27 times. Wow. Maybe that's a condition or something, but it worked for me.
Well, as long as you were able to find something that kept you passionate. And
exactly,
it's interesting to see that you found a different analogy. It might not be a direct inspiration, but you just found something that would inspire you.
Yeah, I think it's a lot like role models, other people. That's why I think media is so important. That's why I think what you're doing right now is so important, because in order to hear the stories of other people, what they've done and how they've struggled, and to finally convert that into something that is meaningful and getting to where they want to be, I think gives inspiration to a lot of people.
What is your definition of passion?
It's an interesting word that people throw around a lot. I think passion is your inner drive, your fire towards something that gives you meaning, something that gives you purpose. where you can feel in that instant, inspiration, like to inspire, it's like to breathe in life. And I think it's when it gives you those moments, when that you know you're on the right track, you're going where you want to go. And even though you are up all night till 4 o'clock in the morning and your body might be exhausted, that fire is still driving you forward. And you're gonna go and you're gonna wake up and you're gonna do it over and over again because that's your purpose. So I think that, all those things combined, that energy, that fire, that purpose, it's leading you towards where you need to go. And that's why it's so important for us, because otherwise we feel tired and meaningless.
Thank you very much. This has been an amazing way to conclude this interview.
You.
Really appreciate it. Passion! What do you think? I would really love to hear your opinion. So if you found this interview as useful as I did, leave your comments on the blog below and do share it with your friends. And if you'd like more tools, tips, techniques, and exclusive interviews that I only share on my website, go to Moustafa.com. And until next episode, live passionately.